Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Or should I be welcoming myself back because I kind of haven't been here in a long time and I'm really sorry, but I wanted to come back and talk about a product that my mother actually found, hats off to mama, that I'm obsessed with. So, product that we're talking about, I wish I could tell you the name of it, but I have no idea because this is a no-namer. My mom found this guy on Amazon. He is under $40 and does a really good job blow drying your hair. If you can use a brush, you can use this product. So I love it. I use it majority of the time if I want kind of less of a curl. But yeah, works super great. I love the results that it gives me, and I've actually had a couple friends use it and they love it too. So I wanted to film a video on it. So without further ado, if you would like to see how I use this guy, then keep on watching. So anytime I put heat to my hair, I always want to use a heat protectant. My new favorite one is actually by Briogeo. It's the Arco Blow Dry Perfection and Heat Protection Cream. I used to use a spray, but I like using the cream now because sprays can sometimes kind of get all over the place and not get exactly where you want them to go, whereas a cream, just put it in your hands, rub it around, and place it literally exactly where you want it to go in your hair. So I really like this guy. Has no sulfates, nothing really harmful to your hair, and it's cruelty-free, which is very important to me. So I use this, put some in my hands, rub it through, and just put it all the way through my hair from the root to the ends. So after I protect my hair from the heat, I like to go in with a volumizer. So the one that I've been obsessed with recently is by Amica. I'm obsessed with probably every product they have right now. This guy is the plus size perfect body mousse. And I like a mousse because I just spray it right into my hands, put it right into my roots and where I want the most volume. It gets the job done. So the last product that I use before I actually start to blow dry my hair is a anti-humidity spray. I've actually moved to Florida since the last time I talked to you guys, and it is extremely humid here. So this guy is by Amica. It's called the Shield Anti-Humidity Spray, and I just use this to spray all throughout my hair. It really helps just keep it calm and not crazy frizzy and not get curly in the humidity. So now that we have all three products in our hair, we are ready to blow dry. So the technique that I use is really not much different than the way that I use a regular blow dryer, which I have a whole video on that on my channel if you want to scoot over there if you haven't seen it yet. But the way that I do it is I just start to separate my hair in sections. So I start from the bottom of my neck, I separate my hair up, I twist it up into a clip, keep it out of my way, and that way I can just focus on one section of hair at a time. Just like your normal blow dryer, this does have a hot and a cool setting to it. I like to start on the hottest setting, which it does get really, really hot. It's probably the only thing I don't love about this is it does get a lot hotter than it needs to. So I take one section at a time and I really want to run the blow dryer through the hair nice and slow. That way the heat's really getting to it. And once it gets completely dry, I like to flip it to that cool setting. That way it really makes the hair a lot smoother and it cools the style that you set it in. Once this side's done, I like to move over to the other side and repeat the process. Now that the first section of hair is done, nice and smooth, and we like how it's looking, we move on to the next section. So we take our clip down, separate another section of hair. You don't want to grab too much because then it takes longer to blow dry. Clip it out of the way and repeat the process. As you can see, it's pretty straightforward. You just want to run the blow dryer through the hair. When you place it at the root, you want to really twist it a little bit to make sure it grips the hair. And as you're pulling it down, it's keeping it nice and straight and smooth. So we're just going to move on to the other side, do the same thing, and we're going to repeat these steps all the way to the top of the head. When I get to the crown of my hair, which is exactly where I want the most of my volume to be, I like to blow dry the hair down towards the front of my face. I'm going to repeat the exact same steps, but I'm just going to bring the direction of the blow dryer down towards the front. When I get to the front pieces and I finish getting them nice and dry, I like to run the blow dryer through the whole head of hair, flipping it forward, making sure I get all that volume going, and we are dry. Now that our hair is nice and dry, the very last product that I like to use when I blow dry my hair is a hairspray. The one that I've really liked lately is by Amica, and it is called the Fluxus Touchable Hairspray. So I'll start on one side, I'll separate the hair, and I'll spray it in the root, and I will just work my way all the way across the top of my head. And lastly, flip it all forward, spray the back, and you are left with a crazy head of hair. Now, because I like volume, the very, very, very last step, I take my little comb and I just give myself a little bit of a tease on the sections that I really like to stay voluminous throughout the day. And that's it. So now that I am done, I have some volume to my hair. It is nice, silky, and smooth, and still has a little bit of a flip to it. So as you can see, the technique as far as blow drying my hair goes really doesn't change much, but it's a lot easier to use just one tool as opposed to a brush and a blow dryer. So if you're someone who's intimidated by trying to balance both of those things while blow drying your hair, I would definitely give this guy a purchase. I can find him in Amazon, and I'll put a link below for you guys. There's a bunch of them out there. I think Revlon has one now, but definitely give it a shot because it works. I love it. It does exactly what I want it to, and a lot of my girlfriends have loved it too. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will be back filming more, I promise. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.